So while I was going over Deathly Hallows with a fine-tooth comb to make the intro, I started to notice a few things that seemed kind of weird. Or some things that always bothered me. Of course, there will be massive spoilers, so don't watch this video if you haven't read or seen the series. Now, to be fair, when you create a story this epic and complex, a few little inconsistencies like these are inevitable, and I have nothing but respect for Ms. J.K. Rowling that she pulled it off as well as she did. But anyway, here we go. The first issue concerns the Sword of Gryffindor. Now, as you remember, the sword was introduced in Chamber of Secrets, where Harry used it to kill the basilisk by stabbing it in the mouth. He then used the venom from one of the monster's fangs to destroy the diary, which was the first Horcrux. But this becomes important later because in Chapter 15, Hermione spends a couple pages in the book and a couple minutes in the movie explaining thus. The sword is goblin-made, and the unique metal in the blade will only take in that which makes it stronger, and everything else will just slide off. So the sword is capable of destroying Horcruxes because it absorbed all that basilisk venom when Harry stabbed it. Okay? Okay, so I have two problems with this. First, why do we need all this? The whole point is to establish that the sword is important because it can destroy Horcruxes. But why do we need this convoluted explanation? I mean, it's the Sword of Gryffindor. You know, a founder of Hogwarts and one of the most powerful wizards of his day. It was made by goblins and it's enchanted. Isn't that enough? Wouldn't that take less time to explain? Isn't it able to destroy Horcruxes because it's a badass sword? But the second problem is a little more major to me. You see that? Really look right there. Look carefully. That's not basilisk venom. That's basilisk blood. Harry wasn't chopping at the monster's teeth or picking at its cavities. He drove the sword to the hilt into the damn thing's brain. And since this is not the Twilight universe, we know that blood and venom are not the same thing. And we don't know what basilisk blood does, so for all we know, the sword rejected it anyway. Sounds like Hermione read the clues wrong, and the sword was perfectly capable of destroying Horcruxes all by itself.